Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and this is the channel where I went to business school so you didn't need to, and today we are talking about Jim Cramer pounding the table saying for investors to buy Sofi stock. And honestly, I am not a fan of Jim Cramer whatsoever. However, I am a fan of Sofi stock. So we're going to be going over his comments for this company, what I think of the overall company, and we are also going to be analyzing another article about the top 3 best stocks that could be the next NVIDIA. Meaning that as NVIDIA shares climb, other companies are going to receive runoff momentum from NVIDIA's success. So for more videos like this one, don't forget to go and annihilate that like button right now. Comment your thoughts down below. Subscribe if you are new. Don't forget to become a member of this channel for as little as 99 cents. But if you can't afford that, don't worry. By subscribing, you're going to get this content for absolutely free. And with that being said, let's jump right into today's stories. Starting off, let's talk about Jim Cramer and his recent comments on Sofi stock and Sofi Technologies, which is a fintech company that operates as a digital bank. Currently, their share price hovers at around $7.50. While on the low end, analysts believe this company is only worth around $3, while the more bullish positive analysts believe this company could surge up to $16 over the next 12 months. For me personally, I'm very excited about Sofi's future. Maybe the company could be very volatile between $6 and $7, but the future of this company looks very bright. However, I understand that a lot of investors don't like Jim Cramer, and for me personally, I am also not a fan of Jim Cramer. To where, if you noticed, there is a community that invests into the exact opposite of what Cramer says to buy. It's called the inverse Cramer. And honestly, at times, it has been very successful. To where now investors are caught in a tough situation because now Cramer's advocating to buy a very good company such as Sofi Technologies. So, do we short Sofi Technologies? Do we sell it? Or do we buy it and do we bet on its long-term success, even though Cramer says to buy it? Well, according to the CNBC personality, Jim Cramer, who again is the star of Mad Money, he stated that he thinks, if anything, he's going to be a buyer and not a seller of Sofi stock. And honestly, I agree with him. However, as soon as Cramer advocated to buy Sofi, it dropped by around 5% to where investors liquidated and fled this stock because Jim Cramer was advocating to buy it. Literally, it dropped 5% in the same afternoon following Cramer's overall comments. However, if we look closer more at the macroeconomic environment, the decline that we saw in Sofi Technologies was not just from Jim Cramer's comments. We also have to look at the big picture because many investors took their cue not only from Jim Cramer, but also from the Federal Reserve, which suggested that another interest rate hike could be on the horizon, which is going to hurt growth and technology stocks. So although Jim Cramer may be pounding the table to buy Sofi stock right now, many investors are apprehensive. But overall, let's get rid of the FUD. Let's not worry about the Federal Reserve. Let's not worry about Jim Cramer. Let's just talk about Sofi. Sofi has a very impressive business model, and they make the vast majority of their revenue from lending. You should not be surprised to see a surge in lending demand for 2 main reasons. One, as interest rates go up, and if you have any variable rate debt or high credit card debt, people are taking personal loans out which have a lower interest rate to pay off higher interest rate debt, which is great news for Sofi Technologies. Another thing that's really good is that professionals expect to see a surge in demand for Sofi's student loan refinancing, considering that student loan payments will resume in a matter of weeks, to where it will be mandatory to start paying back on loans, otherwise someone could get in very big trouble. This is going to act as a very positive tailwind, thus increasing the overall price of Sofi shares, which is great news for investors. Sofi Technologies can help these people in 2 main ways. Either they can spread their payments out longer over a longer period of time, or it can help them lower their overall interest rate. So I think this is going to be very good for Sofi Technologies overall, and honestly, I would not pay attention to whether or not Cramer is advocating to buy the company or if he's advocating to sell the company. It's just white noise in the background. But I am excited for the future of this company because I believe that eventually they could become one of those large blue chip banks, and that's their overall goal. So please keep an eye on Sofi Technologies. But that's not all, because we also have 3 other stocks that could be the next NVIDIA. And the reason for this is that NVIDIA has already created a lot of hype and momentum around artificial intelligence, semiconductors, chips, and a few other areas, to where their share price surged from $300 per share up to $400 per share, to where the company got to touch $1 trillion valuation. So NVIDIA's success is also going to lead to the success of other companies that are like them. Once we factor in artificial intelligence, as well as the metaverse and semiconductors, this is very favorable for companies like Advanced Micro Devices as well as Intel, because these companies are in competition with NVIDIA. Investopedia also noted that as AI demand grows steadily, this could ultimately allow many companies to surge in their overall share price just like NVIDIA did. So aside from AMD and Intel, let's talk about 3 other companies that have the potential to surge. And we're going to start off talking about SkyWater Technology, which is a very great company that flies under the radar. Not a lot of people talk about this company. They describe themselves as the only US-owned pure-play silicon foundry, and this is very positive, and here's why. The company has a very lucrative niche, offering plenty of room for future growth. Currently, they trade at only $5.50, while the lowest price target for this company is $10. So literally, even if the most bearish negative critic is right, you could almost double your money here. And if we look at the higher end share price of this company over the next 12 months, it could surge up to $20 given this momentum that NVIDIA has already paved the way for. On top of that, since this is a pure play US-owned silicon foundry, this is very positive considering macroeconomic and geopolitical tensions, considering that President Joe Biden is focusing on spurring domestic chip manufacturing, which is going to be great news for this company. That's one of the reasons why shares of this company have already risen by around 35% year to date. And if we consult analysts about this, the 5 analysts that are tracking this company on CNN Business rate this company as a buying opportunity. So given investors' excitement, the fact that NVIDIA has already paved the way for the future success of this company, and geopolitical developments that are positively beneficial to this company named SkyWater Technology, ticker symbol SKYT, this is very, very good. So overall, please look further into this company and make sure that it is right for you before investing, because always make sure to do your own research. A company that is good for me may not be a company that's good for you, so please do your own research, or there's no harm in just putting it on a watch list. Next up, we have Taiwan Semiconductor, ticker symbol TSM. Clearly, this is a semiconductor play, and they currently trade at $85. The phenomenal thing about this company is that they are already trading at their low-end price target of $85, according to bearish negative analysts. However, over the next 12 months, some analysts believe this company could surge up to $135 per share, and honestly, that is not far off considering the momentum we are seeing from NVIDIA. Both microchips and semiconductors are increasingly important, especially as artificial intelligence becomes more mainstream. And considering that Taiwan Semiconductor produces roughly 60% of the global supply of these things, this company is set to be a huge long-term winner. This company is already recovering from a 52-week low, and I think investors should capitalize on this cheaper share price, because overall, this company presents a great growth opportunity, and if you're looking for a stock with long-term growth potential, then adding this to your portfolio could be very intelligent. On top of that, Taiwan Semiconductor works closely hand in hand with NVIDIA, so NVIDIA's success will also transfer over into Taiwan Semiconductor's success. This puts them in a prime position to ride the sector's leader and take advantage of the AI boom. Again, let's mention geopolitical tensions. This has caused some investors to regard Taiwan-related stocks with some skepticism. However, it is impossible to ignore the future growth potential of this company and what they offer. In the end, this is definitely a company that you want to watch and at minimum have on your radar or watch list. For me, I personally own this company, and I think the future of this company is very bright. Lastly, let's talk about MaxLinear, ticker symbol MXL. This company currently trades for $21 per share, and technically it's already undervalued according to bearish analysts who thinks this company should be worth at least $25. But that's not all, because other experts believe this company could surge up to $45 over the next 12 months. Not many people know about this company, and it seems to be under Wall Street's radar that they really don't focus on this particular chip stock. And honestly, like I said, this is a very good value play in my opinion because they are undervalued compared to other stocks in the same space. In a nutshell, this company provides highly integrated radio frequency analog and mixed signal semiconductor products. So clearly, if semiconductors are doing very well, this company is going to be doing very well because they are selling semiconductor products. There's going to be plenty of demand for this company's products and services, and I anticipate they will continuously grow their overall revenue. revenue. It hasn't been an easy year for this company, which is why their share price has dropped by around 10%. But again, because the share price has dropped by around 10%, this makes it a good buying opportunity because now it's cheaper. When we look at the company fundamentally, they have very good fundamentals and they offer investors ample opportunity for growth. 8 out of 10 analysts rate this company as a buy rating, while the average price target for this company is $36. Again, that is a pretty decent payday over the next 12 months, jumping from $21 up to $36. Therefore, this company has great potential upside in the short term, and MaxLinear will have a chance to cash out and cash in on this huge data rush as chips boom and take all of these stocks even higher. So, clearly NVIDIA should be on your radar, AMD should be on your radar, Intel should be on your radar, as well as SkyWater Technology, Taiwan Semiconductor, and MaxLinear. With that being said, I would love to hear your thoughts down below about any or all of these companies. Tell me what you think of NVIDIA, subscribe if you are new, smash that like button for more videos just like this one, and I will see you in the next YT video.